Hey everybody, it's Putty Katia, and today's Steam game is actually one of my most favorite games, and that is Mountain Blade Warband. So let's get right to it. If I were told I could only play one game on Steam for the rest of my life, it would have to be this. You start out picking your dude or chick and selecting kind of a story for them, which assigns values for their attributes, and then you have a few more extra points you can spend on whatever you choose and skill up your weapons. I like to go random, and I typically pick whatever's crazy. If it's not crazy enough, I just make them bald. You start out recruiting dudes from villages and kind of fighting off little crappy groups of bandits. If you hit backspace, it opens up this menu which allows you to control where your troops are, or you can hit the F keys and shout out orders at them. But the backspace menu also lets you see where the bad guys are, which was really helpful on this map because these darn mountains were in the way and I couldn't really see where they were. So up the mountain we went and we fought these bandits. And my archery skill at this point is super duper low, so even if I do hit someone, which is rare, it usually doesn't kill them. Such is the case when you are new and have really bad weapons and really bad skills. But things do get better as you play, which is, you know, how life goes. You get better as you do something. Yay, we won. So here's one of my other characters. You can see he's got a lot of strength. These skills have either party, personal, or leader assigned to them, and if they're personal, they're only you. If they're leader, they apply to the leader of the group, which is you, and if they're party, anyone can do it. So if you go to a tavern, you can find these name dudes, listen to their stories, and pay them a little bit, and they will join your group, which is super helpful because they can be the ones that do those party skills, which frees you up to do a lot of the other cooler skills and the leader skills. On the left here, you see the party skills are pretty much done by all of my friends. Your army size is based on your renown as well as those leadership skills, so if you put points into charisma and leadership, you will get a huge army eventually, but also fighting groups of bad guys that are the same size or larger than yourself and winning will give you a lot of renown and let you have a bigger and bigger army. It takes a long time though to get an army this size, and I'm really enjoying it here. You can easily upgrade your little peons after fights by holding the control button. I would have liked to known this many years ago because it would have saved me a lot of time. You can also siege castles and take them for yourself or whoever you're fighting for. But you don't get to ride your horse into battle because horses, I don't think, can climb stairs very well. Maybe. I don't know. For this, though, I find that I can't always use my two-handed weapon because all my little soldiers don't really let me go up the stairs very well. So this is when I employ my bow and arrow or crossbow, depending on who I'm using. Eventually, you can kind of get up the stairs, but there's a lot of pushing and shoving. If you manage to wiggle out, though, you can find a nice slice fest of dudes to go at, and it's very satisfying. Lots and lots of blood, chopping up those dudes, good times. And then we kill the last guy here, and we're able to take the castle for our very own. Yay! We did it. Very exciting. We get to rescue the prisoners, and they can join us. We also could have captured guys if we didn't use our lethal weapons. But we did, so they're dead. We all get all these goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. The map starts out with many different factions who are fighting against each other, or sometimes they're at peace, but whatever. There's lots of fights. You can join one side and help them take over the whole place, and yay, orange, you won. Or you can start your own side, and here I have taken over the whole map as red. Here's one of my other characters. Her name is Cookie. She's got a lot of charisma, which means she gets a big army, a lot of leadership, and prisoner management, because I found taking a lot of prisoners and selling them to ransom dudes is a lot of money. Here's my other guy, Biff Swellington. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of strength stuff. So as you can see, I've got over 300 hours played on this game. The game has a ton of achievements, and it's got some DLCs, so there's a lot of achievements to hunt and a lot of extra content to play. It has multiplayer mode as well, so you can try your skills against other people. There's also a bustling community in the Steam Workshop working on their own free content for you to play. One of the add-ons, as you can see here, very expansive. It tweaks the game extensively. You can see by how many gosh darn textures it is loading at the beginning here that they've really made the textures more loady. But basically, it's almost the same gameplay. This is one of the DLCs, Viking Conquest, where you're playing as Vikings. It completely changes the units, the weapons, the armor, and you got some boats, which that's just actually a ferry. But yeah, you get to fight as a Viking. They have like actual countries, but what I really like to do is play the vanilla, unmodded, no DLC games and go into giant battles and slice some dudes up. That is what I really like about this game. The very few times that I have done Twitch or YouTube streams, it's usually been this game just because I'm comfortable playing it. It's fun for me. If I'm ever stressed out and I need to blow off steam, this is the game I load up on Steam. Pun not actually intended there, but it happened anyway. So check it out if you haven't, but you probably already have. So that's basically it for Mount & Blade Warband. There is a ton of stuff I could tell you. One hot tip, if you've gotten to this far in the video, is if you hit control space while you're traveling on the world map, you get to do fast travel, which cuts down on time dramatically. Something that's not in like the controls, I think, that once you find out about it, it just changes everything. But I could go on and on about the game. There's a DLC that takes place during the Napoleonic Wars, which lets you be a drummer boy or fife player. It's multiplayer only. It's got guns. There's also another standalone expansion called With Fire and Sword, which has guns as well. This is actually a standalone expansion based on Mount & Blade, the original game, and the With Fire and Sword game is based on Warband's gameplay, so it's an expansion on an expansion. But they are actually finally going to come out with a legit sequel, Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, sometime this year, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. You might have noticed the graphics are not super duper in this game, but Bannerlord is going to have way better graphics and hopefully improve on any of the little weird things that were happening in Mount & Blade Warband. So I'm really looking forward to that. It may replace this game as my one game that I would play if I could only play one game for the rest of my life, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you next time, and good gaming.